Hi, all. Since I have opened up to you about my situation with my injured shoulder and so on, I thought and still think that I should keep you up to date on what's going on with this. So, the first week of September, I was sent home on medical leave. I contacted the head of HR at my site, which is KCVG in Florence, Kentucky, and the short story is that she didn't know that I was on leave. She didn't know why I was on leave. Um, and she blamed it on disability and leave services. And the global HR service that I talked to, including the disability and leave services department, had first said that I had requested the leave, which was completely false. Then they had said that KCVG had put me on leave. But the people at KCVG that I spoke to deny that. Very frustrating. And so after communicating with the head of HR, she was able to send me back to work at the end of last Sunday. But before I was able to get back to work, I received two messages from DLS, Disability and Leave Services. The first one said, "Your the start of your leave will be September 30th." And I'd already spoken to somebody from DLS who had indicated that the leave could be for up to a year. A few days later, I got another message before I went back stating that the leave was for September 30th, just starting and finishing on September 30th. I found this very confusing. I wrote to the head of HR, didn't get an answer back from her other than to say that the site had not put me on leave. And then somebody from another person in HR informed me that I had been, well, not from HR, from Wellness, Health, and Safety had informed me that I had been placed on leave by the safety manager, a guy I've known for a while now and whom I trust. And so I was kind of pissed off because I hadn't been told ahead of time that I was going to be put on leave at all. And here it is, I'm being told that the guy who had done it was a guy I trusted. So she said she would talk to him and have him get back to me, or she would come back to me and let me know. The result was that she came back to me, and the answer was that it was a little bit confusing. But to cut to the end of the day, I still hadn't heard back from the head of HR. I talked to the safety manager. He denied having put me on leave. He said that he had referred my case to DLS for some kind of a continuance of my light duty work. And they supposedly had taken that and turned it into, oh, we have to put him on leave. Now DLS continues to deny this. And I said, look, you're telling me one thing, the manager's telling me another. ERC, which is the global HR that we talk to on the phone or by internet, is saying another thing, as is DLS. I don't know if I'm going to be put on leave on September 30th, but from as far as I know, it seems that's very likely, and it seems very likely that I will be on leave for 1 year. And that I will most likely be paid 60% of my normal wages minus taxes and my benefits deductions, which means that will end up being about 35% that I will actually receive, and the rest will go to the various things that are required. Like I said before, I have SNAP and I have Medicaid. Also today I have informed the Medicaid department of my situation, as well as reiterated the fact that my rent went up substantially. Um, let's see, what have I forgotten? So just, I said to him, look, I need one answer that everybody says is correct. I'm tired of everybody pointing the finger at everybody else, and nobody is giving me the same answer. Everybody's giving me at least slightly, if not majorly, different responses. And this is very stressful for me. So I need to know, am I going to be effectively unemployed starting at the end of the month? Now I've calculated, and based on my understanding, they give 180 days of light duty. And I calculate that either on the 26th or the 29th I will have exhausted those 180 days. Now when I talked to the DLS person last week, she had told me that I could be put on medical leave of absence if there was no light duty available anymore and I had hit 180 days. And I confirmed that it was both, not one. But the site, my site, is saying, no, that's not correct. Just one. So if there is no light duty, or you've exhausted the 180 days, you'll be put on medical leave of absence for up to a year. So the three options, well, aside from getting another job, which because of my age and my injury is going to be a challenge. The three options that are left is one, a doctor signs me off to return to full duty, which isn't going to happen since I need arthroplasty, which is shoulder replacement of my left shoulder. And of course, doctors who actually believe in the Hippocratic Oath, of which 2 of the 4 that I have seen don't believe in the Hippocratic Oath because they lied and said it wasn't a work-related injury, when I know for absolute fact that it happened at work because Amazon violated their own policies about safety and also about the job position that I was fulfilling, and repeatedly ignored me when I reminded them of this. But as soon as I stopped doing that job, they immediately started implementing the rules correctly. Their rules. See, Amazon plays loose and fast with their own rules. And they redefine words used in their rules to suit their own needs. You cannot trust them. So, that's the first option. Going back to full duty. Which would mean that my shoulder would further degrade, which would mean I would have to have a reverse shoulder operation because my rotator cuff would be damaged to the point where a regular arthroplasty would no longer be possible. Unfortunately, a reverse shoulder replacement is not as stable as a shoulder replacement. The second option, or third if you want to count getting another job, is the 1 year with the effective 35% net pay. The last option is I win in my administrative lawsuit against Sedgwick, which is the company handling workers' comp claims for Amazon. Get my surgery, recover, and return to work. There is no way to know how long this will take, but my lawyer has indicated that it will be a challenge because it is a repetitive stress injury rather than an acute injury. And I had a different type of injury to the same shoulder in 2001. For which I had surgery. So again, I have asked for clarification from the on-site head HR manager and the on-site WHS manager. And yeah. So I'm a bit nervous because, as you know, if you've been paying attention, I just recently moved into this apartment a little bit less than a month and a half ago, and it really would suck to end up on the streets. And I'm looking for solutions. I mean, I did create my Patreon, but as I expected, nobody has signed up. And that's okay. I didn't really expect that it would work. Um, I'm not good at it, and I've never had success with trying to appeal to people for assistance. So, yeah, that in a nutshell is my current situation. I hope that by the end of next week I will have an answer, which I will, a clear answer, a definitive, unified answer, which I will share with you when I have it. So, wish me luck, or better yet, wish me success, because luck is entirely arbitrary. Thanks for watching. I hope you have a great day.